Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Louie and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Louie's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Louie will come home with his very own training collar, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, if you notice, Louie is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking without pulling and tugging and focusing more on you than everything that's going on around you. And the command is Louie, heel. Now, at this point, Louie has a job to do, and that is to keep his shoulders even with your left leg during a walk. And when you stop your feet, he's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. If he does not do it, you tell him no, sit, but that time he did it very nicely. So you should be able to change direction, change speed. He should speed up or slow down, but remain under control. If you're a power walker, he should walk quickly. If you like to take a leisurely stroll, he should do the same. He should keep his head up off the ground. And when you stop to cross traffic or to talk to someone on the street, he should be sitting nicely at your left and waiting for his next command. And the next command that they're going to demonstrate for us is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, you do not use his name. It's one word and a firm command to stay. You can practice this indoors as well as outdoors and lengthen out the amount of time that he's able to hold the command. When Brandy returns back to him, she walks all the way around him as an additional distraction, ending up back where they started. And at this point, he expects to get another command. So every time you return to those shoulders, he expects to get another command. He will be waiting for you to tell him what you want him to do. With these young puppies, they're easily distracted, so you want to make training fun, but you don't want him to get overly excited. Brandy's going to leave him in another sit-stay. And again, remember, your stationary exercises help to develop self-control and maturity. So you want him to hold those stationary exercises. Start out at about 20 to 30 seconds and work up. This time, instead of returning back to him, Brandy's going to call him, and this is the come on command. She uses his name and a happy voice, and he should come right in front and sit, and he gets a nice scratch under the chin for a good job, and then he goes back to heel. If you want to heel him just around one more time, Brandy, and we'll do that recall exercise again. And remember, heeling is one of the most important commands because people call us every day because they can't walk their dog and it's hurting their shoulder and he's pulling and he's lunging out. So that's a really important command. Also, the stationary commands are important because they develop self-control. Now Brandy's going to call him again, and the command is Louie, come. And then he comes right in front and sits, and that eliminates him jumping all over you when you're working with him. Now, the next command that we're going to be demonstrating for you is the down from a heel position. So you start out with Louie seated at your left at heel. She takes her left open palm and pushes it straight down toward the ground and gives the one-word command to down and stay. Now, your long down stay is probably best practiced indoors in the comfort of your living room. And you're going to lengthen this stay out from 1 minute all the way up to 5 minutes. When Brandy returns back to him, she returns to him exactly as she did on the sit stay, returning all the way back around to heel position. She's going to heel him back out of that, and we will show you that again. And all of these commands can be used in your everyday living situations, sitting and staying at all the doors when you're going in and out, down, stay in the living room when you're hanging out and watching TV. Leave your leash on in the beginning. He's not off leash yet completely. Get him to hold those commands. Now this time Brandy is going to call him in from his down stay, and he comes right in and sits. Well, that wasn't as good as we would like it to be. Remember, when you're calling him, to keep your upper body up, and because Brandy's a little bit shorter, he's almost at eye level with her when he comes in to sit. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, give him the stay command, turn to face him, and she's going to use her right hand to give the command and give him the down stay command from a distance. So now we have demonstrated for you all of Louie's on-leash obedience commands. He has done a great job for a young puppy like this. He's graduating on time. We've enjoyed every minute of having him. He is a good boy, and you're going to have a lifelong companion. We want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and please keep us posted on your progress at home.